Coming to the Punch newspaper this morning, Nigeria Chief of Defence Staff General Christopher Musa has stated that the arrest of pro-Biafran agitator Simon Ekpa in Finland on terrorism-related charge in November 2024 has led to improved security in Southeast. So my question is, do you think Simon Ekpa is the problem of the Southeast security?
Let me just tell you, when Christopher Musa is making that kind of statement associated with, a voice of resistance from Finland. Simon Ekpa is voice of resistance from Finland, and Simon Ekpa was a kind of, a bridge that was trying to unveil what was happening in the eastern part of the country. You can see that Christopher Musa lied over his own personal identity, where he come from. Colonel Musa is a terrorist Fulani military officer. If he can open his mouth and said that Simon Ekpa, arrest of Simon Ekpa stopped insecurity in eastern part of the country, that is a total cheap blackmail of people who has already been Islamized and Fulanized and are carrying out military terrorist Islamic agenda on the people of Biafra, using the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, as a point of entry and conquest in the entire eastern land. In Amokohia Ubi community in Owerri West local government, the entire community has disappeared. Nobody is living there right now. The herdsmen with AK-47 and 49, who has been hidden in a Ruga forest planted and discovered by the same Fulani tailored terrorist governor, Hope Uzodinma, who has not come out to make a statement, issue a statement resisting, stopping or commanding the killing of Igbo people in their respective farmland. Hope Uzodinma belong to that category. The same category Christopher Musa belonged to. Is it not a shame that the chief of army staff is coming up publicly to tell people to go and learn taekwondo and karate when armed military herdsmen are using AK-49, killing people in Benue, killing people in Plateau, killing people everywhere? The same thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about. The same thing Simon Ekpa stood for. Since the arrest of Simon Ekpa, the insecurity in the entire Biafran land has deteriorated. That we are seeing more influx of jihadist military Fulani men in trucks coming in. Nobody's commanding them, and that is the reason why Bola Ahmed Tinubu connived with the Fulani and arrested Simon Ekpa, so that they can have a broader way, a broader means to continue to push foot soldiers in the entire Biafran land. This is the first time in the history that we are hearing that the entire community in Imo State has been wiped out. And that's the reason why they are not keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu there for any criminal offense. They are not keeping Simon Ekpa for any criminal offense. It is a gang up with the Arab world and Arab nations to make sure Nigeria fall under the surrender of Islam. Biafra is the resistance. Shame on Gowon over one Nigerian factor. Gowon gone underground. Shall we say you fought for one Nigeria? Shame, come out and speak. And tell the whole world how you arrived at one Nigeria. We know what happened in Napuri. You came back. They told you a different story. You declared war. And it's jihadist war. against Christian Biafra. Up till now, if you calculate the number of Igbo people, Biafran, that have died, whether during the war or after the war, it's over 10 million, just because of one Nigeria. Purpose of the man, posterity will not forgive you. All the Eastern governors, posterity will not forgive you. Christopher Musa, posterity. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, posterity will not forgive you. If you do not come out and do the obvious, set Nnamdi Kanu free. Tell the people that connect with you, because thousands of Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa will bring a coalition that will surprise Nigeria. The Igbos have been taking along a very patient people, to the extent we are no longer safe in our own indigenous farmlands. And you are telling an 86, 76 old man and woman to go and learn taekwondo. What a mess! Then what is the extent of holding Nnamdi Kanu? What is the extent of holding Simon Ekpa? Since you know that there's total breakdown of law and order, and this is purely an Islamic agenda. Conquest, killing is as a result of they want to dispossess the entire Biafra land, dispossess every community there, then take over Nigeria, take over our indigenous people. That is the extent why they want a Fulani president 2027, so that they'll be able to consolidate. They are doing all these things, and they know that the only resistance voice that will stand against the reality on ground is being kept in DSS custody.
Okay, another one, insecurity will remain unresolved unless governance failure at the local and state level were decisively addressed. What would you have to say about?
Let me tell you, you see, the only option left now because those who you are already looking up to and ask you to go and defend yourself. So what else? So is it not better now that instead of, because an average Yoruba man is not the target. An average Hausa man is not the target. The target is the crude oil. The target is the resources of the Biafrans. The conquest is to make sure that the Biafran of 85 million people surrender to Islam. Simple. Do it now, everywhere there will be peace automatically. It's not about local government, it's not about state government, it's not about what we're talking about. These are the reality, what we are shouting. Our religious leaders are silent, where Christians are being killed on daily basis. Our top men of God are silent, where this calamity is going on daily basis. They are silent. Even the government themselves are tired of Nigeria. Not Nigerian family. The world will celebrate Biafra as the rising resistance force a nation. In no time. I keep on saying it. The coalition that is going to power the sovereignty of Biafra is not going to come from Nigeria. The coalition that is going to come as a result of what is happening in Nigeria, and everything about Nigeria are being documented. Tell me where IBB and the rest of them are silent. Why are they silent in the midst of reality? Why is Abu Salam silent? Why is IBB silent? Why are these people silent? Why is Gowon silent? Why are they not speaking up the way Nigerians are dying, unprovoked by these people and those who said they are the one that imported Fulani military? Are moving around. What a shame to Igbo political elites. What a slime. The only thing that the Yoruba nation can do to the Igbo people who have contributed so much in Lagos State is to begin to rename symbols of Igbo traces in Lagos State. There's already disunity and suspicion. Can the world understand the reality now? Can the world understand the handwriting on the wall? Can the world stop this issue that has to do the manipulation that's ongoing and stop anything that has to do with election in Nigeria. Let us resolve and sit down and take note. What do we do? How do we still want to stay together as a one nation? Is this one nation a scam? The people of Benue are dying. Plateau dying. The only people that are guaranteed to exist in Nigeria are the leaders of terrorist organizations, now in political parties. The world must understand the international community, the AU, unfortunately, United Nations, that said they are into conflict resolution. Shame! Why is Jonathan not talking? Shame on these people. They are the ones that have ruled Nigeria and brought calamity. Can Jonathan stand up and declare that, tell the whole world, since you have been involved in an assignment that has to do with conflict resolution? Go on, Jonathan, silent over the killing of Biafras. It's a clear fact that Omotosho might not be an independent judiciary judge, presiding judge over Nnamdi Kanu. It's also on the note that Bola Ahmed Tinubu intentionally did not want to instruct the Attorney General of the Federation to withdraw the case that had to do with Nnamdi Kanu, considering the fact that our people are being killed on a daily basis without any provocation. Is Bola Ahmed Tinubu among those pioneering, killing jihadists on Nigerians? 2027 will have a monumental burden on those. They should also remember there was no Babylon anymore. There was, and